What's up guys, my name is Greg and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this industrial, rustic, modern coffee table. Let's go! We're back in my man cave today and this is honestly a very fun and exciting build for me. This is a birthday gift for one of my best friends. That's why I'm going to put extra special attention to detail into this coffee table. The idea I have for this coffee table is to build two rectangular steel legs made out of 50 by 50 steel tubings. Now I've got absolutely no experience in welding, that's why we're gonna connect all our steel using this Connect IQ connection blocks. I am going to leave a link in the description below, so you can also find these connection blocks. Then, moving on to my top, I've picked up this insanely beautiful Ikea wood from my local wood store. So we only need to cut this to size and then I'm going to show you how to assemble the whole coffee table. Without any further delay, let's build. So the Ikea wood I've picked up is about 50 millimeters thick and I'm going to cut 4 pieces of 1.2 meters long. Let's get going. All my wood has been cut to size. Now I'm just going to router all my edges to give it a smooth look. Remember, always clean your tools. So the wood has been cut to size. I routed all the edges to make it look smooth. So now we're moving on to the next step. Now I'm going to build my two rectangular legs. I'm using a 250mm steel square tubing and a 550mm square steel tubing. I'm going to connect all my steel square tubings using this heavy duty Connecting IQ connecting blocks. I am going to leave a link in the description below, so you can also find this and build your own. Before we start assembling all our steel pieces together, I'm going to smoothen my edges on my steel and I'm going to use a steel sanding disc on my grinder to give the steel a rugged and industrial look. And this is how I'm going to do it. Before we completely assemble our two steel rectangular legs, we're only going to assemble the piece of steel that's going to be fastened underneath our coffee table. This step will allow us to pre-drill all our holes in our steel. And before we're going to be fastening the steel to the underside of our coffee table, we have to make sure our coffee table top is 100% square. And I specifically also want a small spacer in between all my wood. And thus I'm going to use a 3mm washer to give me that spacing. So once our coffee table is 100% square, we're going to clamp all these pieces of wood together. Now my wood can't move out of position. Now I can clearly mark the position of the steel on the underside of my coffee table. And then we're going to pre-drill. Now I'm only going to assemble the piece of steel that's going to be fastened underneath my coffee table. So the bolts I'm using to fastening my steel to the underside of my coffee table is a 10x75 bolt with a sharp point. I'm going to pre-drill all my holes with a 10mm steel bit. All my holes have been pre-drilled. Now I'm completely going to assemble my two steel rectangular legs. Now, I'm going to fasten the one leg and then I'm moving to the other side. So the mistake I made was I clamped all of these woods too tight. Now my washers doesn't come out. Now I need to loosen all of this up and remove the washers and put everything back together. Moving on to the next step. Now I'm going to lightly sand the coffee table. Then I'm going to give 1 or 2 clear coats of varnish. Then I'm going to give 1 or 2 coats of clear steel sealer on the legs. So overall, I am super happy with how the coffee table came out. I honestly think my friend is going to be super happy with her birthday gift. This was a very fun and exciting project, and one you can't buy anyway. Let's do a quick cost breakdown. My total costing for this coffee table was $120. That's because I used an expensive wood, and I also bought the connecting blocks for the steel legs. But you can build this coffee table for between $30 to $40 if you do your own welding and if you use a cheaper wood like Oregon pine. This is all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any future projects I'm posting. Cheers for now. Okay, last keer. What's up, guys? And if you were wondering, yes, the dog did ate our couch.